know if you guys can see the screen. Making sure you guys see the screen. Perfect.
I can see the screen. It looks good.
All right, let me put the video on, my video on. Uh, can you guys let me know if you can see the screen, the share screen? I can hear you loud and clear. Raul, can you let me know if you can see the screen, the presentation?
Yes, I can see it.
All right, well, get ready. Let's go. Okay, make sure this works. This works great. All right, guys, let's get started. First of all, thank you for all you guys coming out. I want to give you guys a little bit of idea of information of what we're doing here. So that way you guys get, understanding and what we're trying to do here. For the past 10 years, I've been very focused on, maybe like a lot of you guys, I've been struggling a lot with sales and marketing. I think this is the number one problem that a lot of small businesses, entrepreneurs have. So for the past, I would say 5 years, I went deep into understanding what marketing is. I built my digital marketing agency. I think, Mark, you were probably one of the ones personally see when I was at the other building. I started learning ClickFunnels. I started learning this and the things that are developing and moving forward. Why do I say that? Is because I see a lot of small businesses struggle. I actually work with a lot of business owners, small business owners, but I've also went and joined the Grant Cardone's team, right? So internationally, he has about 350 business coaches, and he has 21 elite coaches. What is the difference? The business coaches only pay $25,000 to join his team. As an elite team, we pay a lot more than that. I think we paid, I think it was the same thing, but the great thing about that was when I joined the Grant Cardone team, I got picked as an elite coach. And what I mean by that is now I actually coach his clients. I coach his clients. Right now, I have 18 clients. Matter of fact, I got about 2 or 3 of them right now. And hopefully they can say, that I am doing my job, I hope. And with that said, the reason I say that is because I want you guys to be very comfortable that I know what the heck I'm talking about. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. My biggest sale in my life has been my wife. 10 years, I'm dating her. And finally, after 10 years, I got her to say yes. Never gave up. Never give up on that sale. If I were to give up on the sale, she would not have this beautiful studio. If she would have said no to me, see, because I brought the value to her, and then she said yes. And I'm telling you that is because I think one of the biggest things that we have when we go and sell, we have the misconception what sales really is. And this is exactly, I wanted to go to, we've been doing a lot of trainings on on Saturdays here. What we're going to do here is, this is actually Candela Studio, but we're going to turn it into Kingdom Builders Academy. Why? Because I feel that one of my gifts is actually to serve the community. So we're going to be doing this for the community, for the small business owners, because I believe that the small business owners are actually the ones that empower the whole economy. They do. The small business owners. In the third quarter of 2020, there was 1.5 million business owners launching their businesses in 2020. Out of those, 90% of them will fail. That's sad, because we go into this because we have a vision, we have a passion, right? We want to do it for the gift that we have, right? Financial services, right? Gold medals, right? All of the different things, medical. I love coaching, consulting. I actually have clients that I'm grateful to be where I'm at today. And I want to share what helped me get there. And one of the things that have helped me is actually being certified with Grant Cardone. And all the content that I'm sharing right now, I do have the 100% rights to promote and to actually use this content. This is content that you guys go pay $997 $1,000 just to get this training. Okay, so I want you to go with me on this journey of understanding. When you guys leave here, my goal is actually to have you think different about what sales really is. because I know, especially as ladies, when you guys are starting new business and stuff like that, the way we think about sales, we don't like speaking to people. I don't know if this is for you, but when I first started, I was forced into sales because I found myself, I was in networking. I was building computers, servicing computers with Capital One, and I got laid off. I was standing downstairs. They took my keys. They took everything from me with Capital One. By the way, Capital One, I'll never bank with you again. But they did, they let me go, and I'm outside and I'm like, oh, shoot, what do I do now? Sometimes we're forced to make changes in life. Or if you look at it a little bit different, everything in life is a sell. And that's exactly what we're going to go for. We're going to start learning this today. Okay. So we're going to go fast. We're going to go quick. Guys, make sure you pay attention. If you have not done so, iPhone here, somebody else is coming in. Let me see, somebody else is coming in. If you see somebody here says somebody wants to join, let me know too, because I want to make sure that I pay attention 100% on this. But we have so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 people in there, so they'll continue to come in. And this is being recorded. It's actually going live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, marketing. This is what it's called, omnipresent. So whether one person watches or 0 people watch it, it doesn't matter. What you want to think about is continue to go no matter what. Just keep going, keep moving, and keep moving forward. And by the way, if it is it's 12:12, so whoever is late, they got to do 20 burpees. I'm just kidding. We're gonna have fun, guys. Here's one thing that I've learned from this: to get all this stuff down, you gotta have fun doing it. I mean, love marketing. Yesterday, when I don't know why it is like that. Even my wife get pissed me off sometimes. She doesn't know, but if she did, I don't know what happens to me. But if I'm arguing with her and I got a client call, have you guys ever done that? Or sometimes we do it when you're coming into church. I told you not to do that. And hi, pastor. Come on, we all done it. I've done it. That's how I am with marketing and sales. This is my element. I love it. Plus, I got my energy drink. You should never get me an energy drink. What we're going to be promoting here is 3 things: health, wealth, and relationships. And if you think about it, every single business in this world provides either health, wealth, or relationships. Some of them actually do 2, or some of them do all 3 of them. Okay? Doesn't matter whether you're network marketing, affiliate marketing, one-on-one, business, B2B, B2C, relationships, you're still marketing, you're still selling yourself daily. Okay? So let's get right to it, because this is the part where I make sure that it works. There you go. Okay, that's why. Going a little bit slow. Yes. And then they're not salespeople. Look, guys, just so you know, 100%, and think about this. Sales is not something you're born with. This is a skill that you develop. Even like when I started working out, okay? When I started working out, those are skills you develop. When you come in on the first time in the gym, you go in and you bench, maybe hopefully you do a little bit more than 245s, right? But let's say if you don't, right? You start at 25 or 10 pounds, right? Whatever you start at, guess what? Next week you're going to do more, and you're going to do more. This is exactly the same thing. This is actually what you guys are going to see in the presentation. Is going to be what it takes to be an amateur salesperson. So some of these slides may hurt your ego, but this is where the growth happens, guys. Because sometimes we haven't been checked on that. Like, how committed are you? Tells if you're a professional or if you're an amateur. Guess what? Hopefully, and I'm so excited because all of you guys are here, but think about when we have 30, 40, 50, 60 people in here. 30 minutes we're going to network. 1 hour we're going to do workshop. Workshop meaning let's get to work. Not just about me talking all the time, because you guys, did you guys get the code, the QR code on there for the workshop, for the workbook? Let me give it to you guys real quick while I run my mouth over here. Crap. Let me see. Yeah, I just don't know where let me get it real quick here because I had it right here. As a matter of fact, you know what? I could do this. Boom, boom, boom. And then maybe you guys can see it right there. One second. I think this is very important for you guys to have this. You know what? Let me stop sharing here. Actually, I know why it's doing it because I'm actually. All right, so I should be able to do it here now. Let me see the screen here. Where's the QR code? All right. I don't know why it's not showing up on that one. All right, that's not going to show up. So we're going to do a little bit different. Let me get the QR code from here. Profile, boom, this one. All right, right there. This is the QR code. Just download it. This is the whole entire workbook that you guys can see it. Okay. Guys online, I will send it to you guys right now as well so you can have it. I'm going to put it on the chat so you guys can have it. It's not fair for you guys not to have it. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to put it on there. It's on the chat, guys, so that way you guys can see it. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the profile. Got it? Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. On mute. I don't know. I thought maybe I was muted there. I'll definitely have my one of the guys help me next time here, so that way we can get this done a little bit faster. There we go. And then just going to put this one here. There's somebody else coming in, right? All right, guys. So iPhone. Here we go. Close all this out. You guys should still be able to see it. All right, guys. So let's get right to business, right? Because this is a long presentation. There's actually like maybe 2 days to this. So next week we're going to cover the second part. Goals of this training are the following: discover the unique roles of a salespeople play in the business and in society. This is super important because you guys think you're going to see the big why about sales and how to become the sales professional. Rethink your beliefs about selling. To me, this is the number one thing that people have in it. Just they don't understand what it really means about selling. Okay, identify the mindset and skills you need to become sales success. We're all in here for a reason, and we're all in here for a reason to increase our business. And guess what? No sales. I tell people all the time, and we're launching some agencies online, you guys, and I always keep telling you guys this. I'm like, you're waiting for things to happen, and there is no sales in your business. There's no business. There is no business, right? So create a 90-day personal massive action plan. This is the first thing we do with Grant Cardone's clients. We actually develop a 90-day plan. Where's Nicole? Yes or no? We're doing a 90-day plan. Just holds you accountable. If you don't plan, you plan to what? Fail, right? You guys heard it before, right? You heard of that one before? But how many of us do it? Right? 4 keys to maximize this training: watch and listen actively. Watch and listen. Take notes, guys. Take notes. Participate in the exercises. I don't know why. Look, can I be transparent with you guys? This training, I've only done it one time before. But why am I doing it? For training myself. Like I want to train, I want to be great at it, right? Commit to teaching at least one thing to someone else. Can you guys please commit to that? That you're going to teach one thing to somebody else? Somebody that needs it. Don't be selfish. Don't be like Apple, iPhone, iMac, everything, right? All right. So part one, selling a way of life. Everyone needs to be a salesperson. 18 million people in the US self-identify themselves as a sales people or sales professional or salesperson. 18 million people, okay? 13% of all jobs in the USA, 1 out of 8 are full-time positions in sales. You want to learn a skill that will never make you leave you broke? Learn how to sell. If I was to start over tomorrow, guess what? Wherever I go, I'm like, what do you got? Tell me what you got. I got you. I can sell that. All you got to do is learn the product, right? No matter what your title, oops. Here we go. Sorry about that. No matter what your title position is, at some point you will have to convince others of something. Example, and I will be using my wife a lot on this because it's true. Like I had to convince her that I was that guy, right? And guess what? Man, it just took for her to really see the real me. And I'm like, look what you would have missed, you know? But now she sees the benefit of being with me, right? The value. But think about it. If when she looked at it, more than how amazing and cute I was, she was saying like, this guy can bring a lot of value. He can actually provide for my family. Yes or no? Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you're looking at that guy, you're like, well, can he provide for me or not? If he can't provide for you, guess what? Next sales offer, right? Your ability or inability to sell, persuade, negotiate, or convince others will affect every area of your life and ultimately whether you survive or thrive. This is the number one problem with people today in business. You're just surviving. We're just surviving. And until you want to thrive, it's going to take all these different skills to develop ourselves to be able to do that. Got it? What do we mean by every area of your life? If you go home today, right, at the end of the day, right, and for example, are you married? No, right? Okay, so let's just say you were. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna jinx you. No, I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna bless you. Uh, but see how I think. Marriage to me before was like, oh man, I don't want to do it. Now I'm excited to be with her, right? It's just an amazing. If you make it, everything where you make it to be, right? So which way you want to be? What successful people have in common? You guys know what successful people have in common? Anybody want to guess? What do successful people have in common? Okay, that's a good one. Huh? What is it? All right. What is Mark Cuban, Martha Stewart, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates? They all have in common. What do successful people have in common? They all sell. They all sell. They all sell. Every sells. That's how they got there. I'm done with the presentation, guys. Have an amazing day. They think about it. It's like people are like, oh my god, I want to be like Oprah. Good, learn how to sell. You don't think she had to sell herself way to success because you know her story, right? Bill Gates, where did he start? In the backyard. He had to sell his idea. So did Steve Jobs. They all had to sell themselves to success, sell them way to success. They had to convince somebody of what they had, that it was the next big thing. You guys think iPhone is the next big thing? Not really. That's the next big thing is coming around, right? Selling is critical to survival. Why? Rich or poor, salaries or commission, receptionists or professional salespeople, you're always selling someone in order to advance. Who wants a raise? If you want a raise, guess what? You're going to go to your employer and say, hey, by the way, guess what? I stayed late today. Right? Hey, if you're me, right? Hey, can I get you something for lunch? You want to go out to, right? sugar yourself up to success, whatever it takes, but you're selling yourself to that person. Yes or no? You get that? There is no exceptions to this rule and no way to escape it. This is the problem. It's like we actually think that there's a different way of doing it, and there's not, guys. There's not a different way. There's no secret sauce to it. It's just developing the right skills. We think like everybody looks at Geraldine, how when she started her studio, 10, 12 years ago, right? It's like, how did she make it from coming from Bolivia, meeting this amazing Colombian guy in San Antonio? I mean, I'm talking about her right now, right? She comes here broke with her daughter. I met her back in the days when her daughter was 8. And yeah, I helped her buy her little first car. But what kind of car was it? I forgot, the little Ford Focus, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is what she started at. Guess what she had to learn to do? Sell. Her whole business is about selling. My business is selling. I'm selling myself to you guys right now because I'm gonna do call to action at the end. It's gonna make you guys pay me $10,000. I'm just kidding. None of that here. I'm really just doing it to help you guys out. Rich or poor. So examples: receptionists who won a race, right? What do they got to do? Sell themselves. Actresses who won a part. You can't have a freaking actress over there like in the corner, right? Professional salespeople. What do they got to do? Like, what makes you? Have you ever guys thought about if you're a salesperson, you sell financial services? Are you a professional or an amateur? Don't answer that, and I'm gonna come back to you because we need to ask ourselves that question. Are you a salesperson? Are you a professional or an amateur? You probably don't know what you are because you haven't gone deep enough to do it. And after this, you're gonna find out if you're a professional or if you're an amateur. You're gonna evaluate yourself. Okay? Sales success is business success. Sales success is business success. Does anybody have a business here? An entrepreneur is a business. An affiliate marketer, network marketer, affiliate marketing, real estate, life insurance, everything is a business. Guess what? You are the business. So if you're not functioning right, your business sucks. Sorry, but that's the truth, right? Salespeople are a company's lifeblood. No, like remember, without the sales, there is no business. And what our problem is, like, we actually have, when we all start a business, why'd you start your business? Because you wanted to make a little extra income, for example, right? Or you want to make big income. I'm sorry, but I'm a hungry man right now. I will not accept. It's funny. Before I used to figure out how to get to 5 figures, and then I want to figure out how to get to 6 figures. Now I want to figure out how to get to 7 figures. Why? Because it's always a stepping stone. Like, this is what's making me go to 7 figures, helping other people, not helping myself. We don't do that. We actually do it for ourselves, not for other people. When you go do it for other people, things change. And it says it in the Bible, the Word of God says that. Go give, go serve. Grant Cardone says, I serve 75% of the time, 25% I'm collecting money. But the 25% of it, he's collecting a lot of moolah, right? Without a successful team, companies won't last. Tell me any company that survives without sales. One. Even nonprofits. You got to sell. You got to sell yourself to other people to be able to donate. Am I right? So why is it that we are so struggling in sales, right? Sears struggled with sales. Guess where they're at? Borders Music Cafe. Amazon just took them out of the, right? Think about, what was the other bookstore here locally? Now they're putting what? Starbucks. They make Starbucks go in there, right? For what? Because people want coffee. They're like, they want coffee. What can people do when they're drinking coffee? Reading. Hello. You got to think outside the box. And this is what I was telling you guys. One of the reasons why we started developing this is because Geraldine has a team. We want to help them. We want to help everybody in the community. But guess what? We all need one another. I need a financial advisor. If I have a heart attack up there, you better jump up. You see what I'm saying? Like, we need one another in every area. We should be helping one another, not bashing one another. How can I help you, Nicole? Not, hey, would you like to buy my, right? How can I help you? What are you struggling with? When you start asking the right questions, you get the right answers. And that's when it's a, well, that's a different training. All right. Positive beliefs. Because we have positive beliefs and we have the negative beliefs. You need to believe the sales matter. Your sales matter. You need to believe the product or service matter. Your service matter. If you're not a believer in your product and services, I know I can tell you where your income is. I can tell you what your bank account looks like. You need to believe you matter. You are the business. You matter because you're the one providing the products and services. And that matters. Until we actually believe that you really matter in this economy, your kids are going to see that. Don't if you don't do anything for anything, it's like I do it because I had this conversation with Geraldine. I'm like, I want to do this because I want to leave a legacy for the things I never had. I never had what I have today. Now what? Now it's like, who do I leave it for? The grandkids. She told me last night. She goes, I want to make sure that if you die tomorrow, I want to make sure. So we got to talk about life insurance, brother, because she wants to. She already told me, I don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow. So, and definitely because if it happens tomorrow unexpectedly, right? Like we don't think about these things about financial. So, I'm going to promote you. If you're not thinking about financial services, when you start making the money, like where are you going to do it? Where are your bills going to go to? Do you have, who's going to be responsible for? Guess what? I didn't know this, but last night, one of my clients told me, she goes, guess what? They're going after her because she was I forgot how they call it, the authorized person when the other one died. Now they're going after her for all the bills. She goes, now I'm like a 250K in the hole. I can't continue. Yes. Hold on. It, and there you go, guys. There you go. You're planning. She's planning for the success because life happens and it can kick us and kick us right in your behind. Life will kick you right in your behind and you're not prepared for this. I'm so grateful today. If I die tomorrow, I know she's left with whatever I have. We have some properties. I'm always and I know I get in trouble with her. She's like, why are you still working? I'll be right there. Last call. Last call. Last night until whatever 6 o'clock. Now today I have 6 calls coming in. And somebody else is coming in right here. Let me see, and then we keep going. I don't know if I did it right. I don't know if I did it right. So, if you see somebody coming in, if you guys see it up there, please let me know. Okay. Oops. And then I did it again. Here we go. That is. Oh, there they go. Okay, guys. So, and by the way, this is being recorded too. So, your turn. How does your company or business view the role as a of sales as it pertains to success of the company? How does your company, not you, the company, because a lot of times when we work with a company, whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, right, New York Life, wherever you're at, right? How does your people, how does the company view the role of a sales as pertains without them seeing you as they should be seeing you like you are? I know, for example, my wife does, Herbalife, for example, the company, we just came back from a vacation for I don't know how many days. If we would have paid for that one, it'd be like $10,000. But guess what? The company gave it to us. So they actually promote you very much if you do the work. If you do the what? The sales. You actually are the marketing leg for this, whether it's New York Life, whether it's Herbalife, whether it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, wherever it is in life, they're actually, how do they see you? Because you are the salesperson. Pick a successful person and explain why or she is considered a master at sales. I want you to think about that for a minute. Pick a successful person that you know and explain why he or she considered a master in sales. Who do you think right now that is a master in sales? Why is he or she considered a master in sales? Anybody? Think about somebody that you know that's very successful in sales. You guys know anybody? Who? Coach G. Why do you think she's successful in sales? Okay. She's disciplined. All right. So who else has somebody that you know is successful in sales? I love
I
sales.
have someone in mind.
You know what made me successful is mastering the craft and paying thousands and thousands of dollars to do it too. Because just sometimes we just think I'm already good. I'm already good. Guess what? I was good. I was already a good salesperson. And when I told her, I said I'm gonna go invest $25,000 in Grant Cardone, she didn't even look at me. She said, "Go do it. I already know you'll get it back." Right? Because she believed in me. Because she's the wife, so I had to ask her for the money, right? I had to go get her shoe boxes and pay for it. Okay, in the past week, name one thing that you accomplished that requires you to use the ability to sell. One thing you accomplished that requires you to use the ability to sell. Fact finding. Okay, exactly. But what is that one thing that you accomplished that required you to use the ability to sell? When you're having a conversation, when I came in today, you were talking to that girl, right? It's communication, right? Those things can be considered that. Part two, let's go. We got to move faster. What time is it? We got to stay on time. Okay, we got plenty of time. We got 22. We'll finish by 4 o'clock. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't know why you guys are laughing. You guys say you want to, right? Whatever it takes. Okay, sales. The action of persuading or influencing another to a course of action or acceptance of something. Persuading and influencing. I got a guy that I follow on Instagram. I met him at the GrowthCon not too long ago, and he actually does life insurance. He does insurance. I don't know if it's life, but he's life insurance. And in Spanish, he says, it's not sales, it's influencing. Stop thinking about sales. Don't think, because when we think sales, you think about the person that's knocking at your door, trying to sell you books. We have that. That's in the back of your mind. That's your subconscious mind telling you who you are. Why are you laughing? I know you got a story. Tell us. I influenced her to finally check this out. I persuaded her and influenced her to actually make the decision. I went like this, you say, girl, what's up? Right? And it takes a long time, right? But it's influencing. It's persuading. That's sales. Don't touch that when you have kids, right? Don't touch that. You're persuading them and you influence them not to do that. That's a sale. You're telling them not to. Am I right? Salespeople drive the entire economy. Sales success equals economy success. You guys, more than anything, right now, we're complaining about what people tell you that. I don't right now the economy is bad. When people tell you that, tell them I got a solution for you. Y'all want me to tell you real quick? Your economy is bad. Your income is bad. I got a solution. Go sell. The eggs are expensive, right? Everybody complain about the eggs. The gasoline is expensive. What do you think you got to do? I'm so grateful. I don't even look. When I pull up to the gas station, I remember because of my past, I would always look at, and I would probably drive around 3 miles. Think about how stupid it was. Oh, you guys done it too, right? Yeah. You're running around, right? You're running around, wasting the gas, and then you go pay for cheaper gas when you just wasted. Oh my God. I'm like, but think about it. We think about those things, the gas, all this getting expensive. Guess what the solution was? Come on, even when you guys coming over here, you wasted gas, right? It's because it's a commitment, right? But guess what? The whole The fix to all that is what? Go sell more. If you sell one more a month, you don't have to worry about that. You're struggling with your other half, with your husband, your wife. Nowadays, your husband's husband or whatever, whatever, like whatever, right? I mean, let's be honest. Like whatever it is, you're struggling with that other person. What do you think the solution is? More sales. But you guys, sometimes we're not willing to do it because we're stuck in our mind. I don't want to talk to that person. Man, when I started network marketing, I think when I met you, I was still doing Herbalife, right? Guess what I was doing, guys? Anybody I talked to. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing today? Oh, man, hold on a sec. Even my pastor, where's the lift off? I grabbed the lift off, right? The lift off, and I grabbed it at my pastor. Now, remember Pastor Sundar? Guess what we did? We put it in there. I gave it to him like this, and he's like, Javier, why are you doing that? Because it looks like a condom, right? And he actually told me, he's like, Javier, don't do that here. I'm like, Pastor, it's going to make you feel great while you're up there. Man, you're going to be like, 10x in this result. And he's like, oh my gosh. He goes, Javier, you okay? I'm like, you're not. You need some of what I got. And he was like, oh my God. He goes, Javier, he goes, can we talk after church? I'm like, yeah, take it right now, though. He goes, oh my God. He grabbed it. And he's like, oh my God, I thought this was I'm like, Pastor, where's your mind at? I remember that like it was yesterday. But again, guess what? He started taking it. Whatever. I mean, everybody is a prospect, especially if you're in a wellness. Man, everybody need. The worst thing you can see is actually an entrepreneur. Follow you guys here on Facebook too, where you have somebody who's an entrepreneur and he's unhealthy. You're not balanced. You can't tell me that you're struggling, you're overweight, you're feeling tired, you're feeling like that, and you can't tell me you can show up 100% to somebody. It's just impossible. I can't do it. That's why I take care of myself every morning. Well, I'm voluntold by my wife that I got to do it, right? You can't take. You got to take mine. Okay. Without salespeople, every industry on the planet would stop cold tomorrow. What happened with COVID? Can't go out and sell. You can't. I don't even think that you can sell like insurance or over the phone, right? You have to be present with somebody. Am I correct? Exactly. Now it is, but before COVID, it was not. If you sell insurance, you have to sell them right there in front of you. Health insurance, you couldn't do that. They have to change the law on that. Why? Because the planet stopped cold. And guess what? A lot of businesses went under. Think about it. When you think about that to yourself, why are you COVIDing your business every day? You stopping it cold. When you stop selling, you stopping your business cold. Salespeople drive products, individual businesses, complete industries, and the entire economy. You can drive the whole entire economy of your life if you learn how to what? Salespeople drive products, individual businesses, complete industries, and entire economies. Who does it? I thought it was businesses. It's not the business, it's the salesperson. Why do you think the first thing they do is hire salespeople? Guys, you think about that. Sales is the last great, truly free enterprise opportunity available today. In sales, you can work for yourself, be accountable to yourself, and make your dreams come true. You can build the most beautiful business, right? I got some guys online that are developing their digital marketing agency, and I'm telling them, I said, stop looking at setting everything up. What you got to focus on is number one is sales. Because if you don't have sales, you're like, man, I spent so much time doing this. I spent so much doing this. And guess what? How many have you sold? None. That's why we did that. Am I correct, Raul and all of you guys online? I do that because I want their success. And then I know if I don't get them sales, they think it doesn't work. It works. It works for me. It works for me. It's Saturday, but I'm still working. Yes. Yeah, you frustrate yourself and then you blame it on your business. I can't. You're not. It's not you don't know how to sell. You're not even out there. You're worried about the back end. You're worried about this has to be this way. I was guilty of that. I was really guilty of that. For those willing to commit to selling as a career and to continue to learn how to master it, there are no limits. The salesperson has no limits because I can go sell for anybody. He was actually telling me that he was working at a gun shop, right? I said, take me over there for 5 days. See what I said. Give me a gun and take me over there. I'll make the sales. I'll make the sales. Exactly. Why not? Because think about it. I promise you, send anybody that comes in, I'll sell them a gun. Yes. Exactly. I say, hey guys, I have two. What you need is this last one here. So there was the Grant Cardone does this about sales, right? He sells, he gave us this strategy. He goes, send a pizza pie to somebody, right? Send a pizza pie with a slice missing. And they like, call them on there and then put an arrow in there. This is me missing. So you tell them, I said, I did that to some people. I did that to a client and I said, because when San Antonio, so I send them tacos, but without meat. He goes, I'm not vegan. He goes, I'm like, oh no, the meat is actually me in your business. And I said, ha, ha, ha. I said, I'll send you some more right now. And I sent it to him with meat. He signed up. Now he pays me $2,500 a month. It works, guys. All professionals rely on sales. All professions, every profession rely on sales. You can get without knowing how to set a broken ankle, prepare a contract, or design a house. You can hire a doctor, a lawyer, or an architect. You cannot get along in life without the ability to communicate, persuade, negotiate, and close the deal. Leaders in any profession have to build a career around selling to get to the top. We've seen that earlier, every single one of them. You can get without all this stuff, but you cannot get to life without selling. Your husband sold themselves to you, and we continue to sell ourselves on a daily basis to the other half, right? When you don't, I've done it before. When I start selling myself to her, she starts complaining. She does. She's like, you're not this, you're not this, you're not that. So, you're not very emotional. It's not that I'm not emotional. I just don't show it, but my emotions are still there, right? But we don't do that. So we're not continuing to sell ourselves. So, because I'm not like that, I try to make it up in other ways, right? So you might be wondering why are we spending so much time on importance in sales and economy in your company and in your life, right? You're probably wondering why. Here's why. Beware of false data. The subject of selling is false information that has been perpetrated over the years. This is why you're not a good salesperson. Most of us, it's because of the reason why. And actually, when I joined Grant Cardone, I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. And it kind of like gave me more confidence because I knew that what I was thinking the whole time was wrong, right? And I was still selling good. But even when you think you're so great, you still have areas where we can improve. Communication. Guess what, guys? I'm here because I want to become a better communicator. I actually took classes for communication. They tell about telling stories. They say about talking to people directly, right? Pointing fingers, engaging with them, right? Telling jokes, telling stories, right? That's what I'm doing right now. Yes? This is exactly how we get people engaged. Because, hey, by the way, guys, this is yes, okay, bye for now. Come on, we got to make it fun. We got to make it fun. These false data may be responsible for the poor impression of this profession and much needed life skill. This is one life skill that nobody teaches us. College doesn't teach us that. They don't. Do you guys ever go to sales 101? They don't. They don't tell us any of that. They tell us how to count and tell us how to make it. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. Did you guys know why education has changed so much? You guys have all these coaches online that are teaching all this stuff now because they don't teach it in school. And if they teach it in school, I guarantee you the person that's teaching you is not practicing it. They're not. That science teacher, she hates science. She's getting paid for. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Math. 2 by 2, everybody go home. Go, you do your homework. Just because they're getting paid, not because they love it. Right? People tend to form opinions, give advice, and pass on myths when they don't actually have the personal experience. Have you guys ever somebody told you that? Why are you gonna go? What are you selling? Are you selling? Are you life insurance? Why are you doing that? That's right. And that person, I can guarantee you can tell them, show me your bank account. That's what you got to do. I told you that before. I said, when somebody's telling you what not to do, ask them to show you the bank account. Because your bank account will tell you who they are, how experienced they are in sales. That's because they have the false data about selling. They could have been great too. They could be great people. They could be our moms, our sisters, or whatever, right? But most people, when you talk about network marketing, affiliate marketing, or selling, that's sleazy. Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. Examples of false data around sales. Selling is hard. How many of you guys think selling is hard? Be honest. But this is the way to get there is for you to be transparent with your own self first. Otherwise, you'll never know. If you have to know where you're lacking, so you know where you got to increase. So selling is hard. Can you tell me why you think that? Comfortable. Sure, sure. When was that first time you started working out? Yes, long time ago. Right before you started, how did you feel about going to work out? Probably didn't want to, right? Heck no. It's like, is there any gyms when I like by myself? Like they got some little rooms like an office, right? So I can go work out by myself and look like a fool in it, right? Yes? Yes. It's the same thing, right? Because you started practicing developing that skill. This is a skill, guys. It's not your character. It's not in us. You gotta develop it. It's difficult and depends to depend on commissions. Who come on. Everybody says, you're gonna go depend on commissions? Oh my God, you gotta get you 8 to 5. You know exactly how much you're gonna get paid, yes? Yeah, you're like, right? I've made more money since the day I left that corporate office, and I made 10 times more money depending on myself because I know that if I go sell, I can make twice the much money. If my wife was, maybe I'll pray right after this, but if my wife was to go get to an accident, right? And I got to support her and do everything for her, guess what? I have the money to do it. And if I needed more, guess what I'll do? Baby, I'm going to get some little lady here, okay? Little lady, or maybe, an older man, very old, right? To come over here and take care of you, right? Pomponio, his name is Pomponio. I'll tell you guys about the joke about Pomponio later on. So I'm gonna have Pomponio take care of her. While Pomponio is taking care of her, guess what Javi's gonna do? I'm gonna go sell because I can get Pomponio to go sell for me. He don't know. He doesn't have the skills. Am I right? If you got the skills, guess what? You are unreplaceable. The skills that you get on a salesperson will take you anywhere. Even, for example, if you guys are here, I hope you guys are here forever. But if you change business, right? Like if New York life pisses you off, guess what you're gonna do? He's out. They lost you, and I'll tell you one thing. Since the day I met you at another networking event, where did I meet you at? At New York Life, another networking event, right? Did we not have a conversation? Is he not here? That's exactly the same thing you guys got to do. It's like you got to communicate with people, talk to them, and we talk. What is the first thing we talked about? If you remember, I was representing, right? It came in there, when I stood up. Actually, the guy you work with, the guy, what's his name? Yes. So he's trying to contact me to actually do a training for all of them, all his agents. One opportunity, guys. And guess what? I'm following up with him all the time. And I'm going to show up at his office. Say, hey, man, how bad you care about your people? You haven't called me, so apparently you don't. I will tell him right in his face. Says, you know what? Why don't you give them what they need, the skills? This is the one skill that will take you to the next level. Let's go. Selling is sleazy. We just talked about that. False data. What makes it sleazy if the whole economy is it's all about sales? Who told you that? A broke person? A broke-minded person? They're the one that told you that. Selling requires long hours. So is being broke. Long hours and a lot of more stress. Right? Anybody stressed about the financial? Don't raise your hand. But let's be honest. We're struggling about that, and the only thing you need is actually to develop these skills. I'm not a people person. You're a human being. You talk to people all day long. I bet you if your kid was screaming, if you lost your kid, right? Like I got lost when I was 7 years old, right? And I think that's probably what threw me off my head went, right? But I did. I got lost. And guess what? My mom was running around the streets like crazy with everybody. Hey, have you seen this kid? Have you seen this kid? Have you seen it? Yes. Would you not do it if your kid was missing? I'm not a people person. I bet you become a people person real quick. Please help me. Yeah, you do. Would you not do that for your kids? Why wouldn't you do it for yourself? It doesn't hurt enough. But when it happens, I have a business. I have a, oh, I have a job, and they do that. When do they lay you off? I just happened with one of them. Hopefully, I don't know if he's on here or not. I don't think he's here. He got laid off. He says, Javi, guess what? I'm all in now. I'm like, I thought you were all in. He says, no, I mean the hours. He goes, I got full time. He goes, I just got laid off. He goes, first conversation, because I was telling him, tell me something great about this past 2 weeks. Tell me something positive. We always start like that, right? And he says, I don't know if this is positive, but I got laid off. I'm like, that's positive. Because that holds us back from the 8 to 5. It happens to him and it happens to all of us. A lot of companies are letting him go. And guess who they're replacing you for? A salesperson. They're replacing him. He's in IT. They're replacing the IT so they can bring in more salespeople. He goes, we need more sales in the business. What? And he even told me, he's like, man, I was going to tell them that I'm actually learning sales. I'm like, they don't want you learning. They want you a pro, right? Sales isn't a real job. Who ever heard of that? Sales is not a real job. Then what is? What do you call a sales job? Everywhere you go to the doctor's office, guess what? They're selling you on all that medicine. You're real quick to go there and pop the pills. Now you're screwed up. Now you're blaming it on mama, and it's you. You're going like this now, right? So much said, all the freaking pills you're taking, right? Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. Everything, guys. If you believe wrong things about this profession, you will undermine your own beliefs about the importance of your role. If you believe the wrong things about this profession, you will undermine your own beliefs about the importance of your role. Your role is talking about you. Your turn. Write down your current beliefs about sales, your products or services, about yourselves as a salesperson. Why does it say for you to write them down? Does anybody know why it tells for you to write it down? Visualization, and it drops down into your subconscious mind. If you write it enough, right? Like this lady back there, right? My supporter, right? How do I know her cell phone number by heart? I text her so many damn times, hoping she would text me back. Now I know it. 210-685-8292. Whoop! Right? Because the more you do that, let me give you guys a little story, okay? Don't judge me, please. So when I was younger, I memorized 2 numbers, my mom's and my sister's. 210-535-2069, that's my sister's. 713-480-9190 is my mom. They still have it. The reason I memorized it was not for a good reason, because I knew when I went to jail, I could call them collect. And they will be the one. I know, guys. I told you not to judge me, man. You're already judging me. Did you see that? I'm like, but see, we memorized that because it's for my own benefit. But this stuff, we're like, nah, we don't. Actually, you should. Okay? Part 3. Let's go. A professional. What is a professional? It's a person who engages in a specified activity as his or her main occupation rather than a pastime, hobby, whatever you want to call it. But if you actually specific activity and the main paid occupation. So if you have a business and you're not in it 100%, you may not consider yourself as a professional yet. Okay? Because we can say we're professionals, but I'm going to show you why. This part may hurt a little bit, okay? 99% of salespeople, of professional salespeople, only have the slight idea what selling is, much less the skills to actually determine or predict results. If you cannot predict your results on a weekly basis on your sales, you see the stamp right here? I didn't put it there, okay? Just don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Go tell Grant Cardone about this one, because he'll tell you exactly. Man, I'm afraid when I go to his events to actually say something, because he will call you out. But we need that. Like we're not. You know, if they ask you right now, you'll probably say, "I'm a professional." Really, are you? Are you committed? Do you have the skills? Okay. 10x producers. They, the way they think is different. One of you guys said it, right? The way they think, the 10x producers, the professionals, right? The way they work is different. I've seen you, Nicole, change a lot lately. You may not see it in yourself and you get frustrated at yourself because you don't see it, but other people see it. Other people will see it before you see it in yourself because you see yourself every day, right? So the way you work is different. The way you think is different. They have different habits. What does a habit have to do with sales? If you do something often enough, it becomes a habit, and that habit becomes the character that you are today. I don't know why, but lately I think my wife said because after I turned 43 this year. I don't know why you're laughing back there. All right, 53. That's right. Look at this girl. I'm still trying to sell myself to her. The way the different habits. These are actually. I think this is the number one thing that actually takes people down. Your habits. You're so used to doing something a one way, right? That you don't know anything different. Like your habits, you actually go and message people on Facebook about, hey girl, hey, how are you? Aren't you think of start the copy and pasting the same message to people? Your habits is you're doing the same thing over and over. Man, find out different channels. Go to the grocery store. Go do whatever you need to do. Go to a car. I would go spend $10 on the car wash, and I'll go and talk to everybody. Hey, you need a towel? Hey, you need a towel? Hey, yeah. And I carry a conversation with them. Guys, you guys don't. If it hurts bad enough, you're gonna do it, right? Oh, I'm gonna go to businesses. I'm gonna go to businesses and leave a flyer. Oh, this is energizing battery, but hopefully it's a flyer today. Okay. I just I want to invite you over to Candela and we just we serve it. Hey, how are you? What was your name? Marina. How are you? How are you feeling today? Awesome. So what do you do for life for business or what do you do for work? Awesome. Oh my God, how long have you been doing that? You do work from home? How many years have you been doing that? Yeah, that's so great. Says by the way, we have the ability to. I'm actually want to connect with you, so that way maybe you can show me some of the things that you're currently doing. Is that okay? Awesome. Come see me. When can I reach out to you? And I will grab her business card and actually follow up with her. I didn't tell her anything about Candela. I didn't tell her anything about what we sell. Don't tell them everything in there. Connect with people first. I didn't sell him nothing. We just carried a conversation, even till today. I'd rather have him as a friend than a client. Let people come to you. It's called attraction marketing, not selling to people. Attract them to you first, and it'll be easier for you to convert them. That's going to be the next one we're going to do because we're going to go deep into even we're going to do role playing, like role playing real deep. We're going to go into life insurance. What would it be to do that? And you guys going to see a trend in it. It's always the same thing. It's a sales process. The way the habits are, they have different results, right? Does a 10x producer have different results than a person who's just an amateur? Of course. Don't believe me? Ask them for the bank account. They even have different type of customers. Are you attracting the customer that always says, I don't have any money? You want to know why? Because maybe you're thinking that already about them. I don't think they have money. You don't know that. If it hurts bad enough, if I guarantee you, you don't have the money for a tire, but you get flat in the middle of the street at 12 o'clock at night, and you see a gas station that's open, and they tell you, yeah, sure, we'll do it right now. We'll come to you right now. We'll replace it for you. It's going to be $350. Here's my credit card. Yes or no? But yet you're about to die, and you still don't have life insurance, or you're still not unhealthy. You're dying because you're not healthy, not because you're just filling yourself up with sugar. There is no such thing as a natural salesperson. See, this is what we go wrong. There is no such thing as a natural salesperson. Man, you're natural. Have you heard that? You're natural. Boo! I trust in God, so I'm not going to say the word. But you guys know what I mean. That's BS, right? Bologna sandwich. Okay? You are not born a salesperson. It's a learned skill that can be mastered. This is what we're wrong. Like, you just said, I'm not a salesperson. That's fine. Go master it. Go master it. And I think this is the beginning of it. It's like, this is a mind change thing. Hopefully that's shifting your mind and how you think about what you are. Professional salespeople, they believe in the power of sales to help them reach their goals. What's your goal? What's your goal for this month? 2,500. Great. 2,500 is going to take me this much. So that means I got to talk to so many people. You know your analytics, right? You know how many people you got to talk to, how many a day to actually achieve the end result. If I want $10,000 a month, I know exactly what I got to do. I know exactly what I got to do. I'll show you guys how I do it. Every day now I have, I'm grateful because now I actually have 6 virtual assistants. One is doing this, one is doing that, one's promoting right now, the other one's doing this, the other one's doing that, the other one's designing my stuff, the other one's everybody's doing something different, but it wasn't like that before. I had to do it all myself. When you're talking about affiliate marketing, network marketing, you guys have a whole entire team. And New York, you guys have a whole entire team. You should guys be doing events and bringing people together. We're just too damn selfish. It's the truth. Work together. They believe in themselves. They make a decision to motivate themselves to learn everything they can. They are committed to their craft. Are you committed to your craft? They know that sales gives them the unlimited opportunity, and they own the fact that it's their own efforts that will determine how high they fly. This is a professional salesperson. Is that you? Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't throw yourself under the bus or under the table, that is. Right? They take 100% responsibility of their results. Show me your 90-day plan. Does anybody here, be very transparent? How many of you guys here have a 90-day plan? Boom. Boom. Just started. I'm just starting with her, right? And I want to do it with all you guys. If you guys want a 90-day plan, we can put a 90-day plan, right? To get you there. But as Nicole, I'm very like, you told me you're going to do this. Show me. Because I get paid a lot of money to coach clients. And I'm doing it here as a community service. And if you guys don't take advantage of that, Mark, I did forget again. I know him so much, I forgot his name. Hey, man, it's okay forgetting your name. As long as you don't forget my wife's name, I'm good. I don't call her something else. Oh, my gosh. La Plancha. So, you know Grant Cardone, right? You know Grant Cardone, too. How much does it cost to go to an event, any event? What are you seeing the average? What is it? $10,000. I've just paid $5,000 to go to the next one. $5,000 to go to 2 days event. Could you pay that right now? Why do people pay that? Transformation. I wanted to be transformed. Like, I'm not kidding. When I started following him, right now, I wish I would have done it before. But I think there's a time and place for everything. It was the right timing for me. It was the right thing. And I'm telling you, I never regret it. The $25,000 that I invested, I think I made it like 5 times already. Yes or no? My wife, she's back there? Yeah. She's still not throwing. She don't have the plancha on her, so we're good. We can talk. Amateur. All right. We talked about the professional. Now we're going to talk about the amateur. Who's ready for this one? A person who engages in pursuit of study of science and sport as a pastime rather than a profession. The one lacking experience or competence in the art or science. Do you have the skills? Are you doing what you're doing as a pastime or a hobby? She's for her first time, but I can really see already how committed you are, because you're like ready. You're like, I don't even know I'm going, but I know that I want to go to capture something. And in reality, all I want you guys to get out of all this is like, where is your mind about sales? Because without your mind shifting, it doesn't matter how much somebody tells you about the 90-day plan. You don't care, because like, I can't even sell one. What makes you think that I care about a 90-day plan? 90 days to failure? You're right, because you're not developing the skills. I train every day. Yes or no? I train every day on this content. Every day. Look at my screen. I'll show you guys after this. I'll show you my screen. All these different tabs of all my training. All of you guys online, are you training every day? You guys got the Grant Cardone University. Do you use it? And we actually have reports. I actually run reports on them to see exactly what they're watching and what they're not watching. Right? Are you doing that with yourself? And we can see that, yeah, in the morning, if I listen to Jim Rohn or this or that or YouTube, you can't wait. You can't YouTube your way to success. You got to take the action. It doesn't matter what you listen to. How many times have you guys listened to that this week? Something about So Positive, and you posted it something, maybe on the chat, maybe something, maybe with your team and so forth, but you didn't do a damn thing about it. Yes or no? We do it. Because why? Because your habit started being, I listened, she told me to listen, and listen, and listen. Oh my God, that was so good. How many guys have you done it? Oh my God, that was so good. That was amazing. And then what? When it comes for you to implement it, you forgot about it. Why? Why did you forget about it? Because you didn't write it down and it says, this is what I'm going to do every time when that situation happens. That's why I always train on a daily basis, non-stop. That's why I was telling you, when I give you access to it, if you train every day, you will become a master. And I promise you guys, please take it from me. When you become that professional, if I could duplicate myself right now, I would be a millionaire. And my goal before the end of the year is to create $1 million in the rest of the 6 months. How am I going to do it? Serving first. Because God will open the doors for me. He said, if you go serve my people who are called by my name, then I will open the doors. And he said he will give you the desires of your hearts. Oh, look, I got the chills. That was from him, not from me. So, are you an amateur? Is selling just a pastime to you? No different than watching television. Do you lack experience and competence in this field? I think all of us can say yes. We're not all there. Are you not clear about what you're doing while negotiating? What is the negotiation part? When you start talking about the people, about the product, and negotiating the whys, and we're going to go over that, which is called the sales process. Part of it is negotiating. You know, the greeting, fact finding, negotiating, and then the rest of the process. We're going to go over that in next week. Okay, because this has to be the foundation. If you don't get this, guys, the rest of your business doesn't matter. You wanted me to come over here and show you exactly how to sell. You don't even know what sales is. This is the stuff that we needed to get done first. Are you not clear about what you're doing while negotiating? Do you struggle to get your way in life? All of us do. I'm like, damn, I wish this person would have said yes. Man, why did she say no to me? Maybe you're not asking the right questions. Maybe you're throwing up on them. Right? So Lemma's laughing because she throws up on people. But how is she going to stop doing that? By practicing it. Like, shut it. I've learned how to not argue with my wife a lot now. Javier, shut the heck up. Let her, what? What was that? This is very true. I just stopped arguing with her. I mean, okay, say, and I learned that you better go thank Grant Cardone because I was going to do this. I'm like, yes, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. And then I said, no. You don't know that. She don't know that, guys. Don't tell her that. No, she doesn't. She's back there. She didn't pay attention. It's true, right? Do you have a secret disdain from this thing called selling? Do you have that? Do you hate rejections and even the idea of selling another? Man, I used to hate being rejected by Geraldine. You know what my comeback was with her? All right, you don't want me? I will go with somebody else. Maybe she sees me with somebody else. Whatever it took. Finally, one day she got jealous. And I said, ooh, got her. Use the superpower, right? Whatever it takes. Now you know what it took. Maybe it took for her to see me a certain area, certain time, certain things, for her to say, maybe that's him, right? And it's the same thing with us that we're seeking that client, that distributor, that partner, that client, whatever it is, that digital marketing client, the marketing client you guys are looking for. Maybe you just need to ask the right questions. Not people don't care what you offer. They care about how can your product help me? How can you solve that problem for me? Yours is, in that area, it's huge now, right? Exactly. So do you think a great salesperson are just born that way? Oh man, I was just born a salesperson. Yeah, right. No, it wasn't. How come it took me 10 years to get her? Apparently, I didn't have the skills, right? Me and Granko don't have the same kind of testimony. Like he was chasing his wife for so many years too, because he said the same thing. He was like, "Man, I'm only 5'8" and so forth. And she's tall, blonde. She's a model, and she's an actor. And he's like, I'm the one that he's like kept on saying, I'm the one you need. I'm gonna make you happy. I'm gonna give you everything you want in life, and so forth. She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, right, whatever. He kept on going, kept on going. To finally, he said yes. And now it's like what? Now he dominates, right? Like now he's like, now she does whatever he says. I'm just kidding. It's not up to fate, universe, or even God. God has his hands full. A lot of time when I seen this slide, guys, I was kind of like, wait a minute. God does have a part of it. He does have a part of it, but he's actually waiting for us to take initiative. Because in every miracle that you guys ever seen in the Bible, it talks about what's in your hand. Every miracle that ever happened started with what was in your hand. You want a miracle? What's in your hand? You have I was thinking about you because I think you worked at a bank before, right? Those are skills that you learned. Now you coming into here, that's in your hand. You have those skills that you're able to do that. What were you used to do before? What is it? T-Mobile. He had skills before he came in there. What did she do before? Nursing hospitals. Dude, like what she does with health and I mean, dude, how many nurses nowadays? These nurses are so unhealthy. I'll be killing it. I'm just gonna dress up as a nurse and start going over selling. You don't think so? Tell me if I show up over there as a nurse, says, "Are you a nurse?" No. What are you here for? I'm here to network with you guys. Put yourself in that. They're gonna think like this guy's crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy enough to care about you and your health. Do you? I care about more health than you do. You have 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you what I do. No, I don't have time. No problem. I hear you. 5 minutes? No, 2 minutes? I can get it done in 2 minutes. No, I don't have 2 minutes. Okay. What about tomorrow? Nope. What about the next day? So how about I sit in the front and I'll wait for you to leave when you get out and I'll catch you in the drive. I'm not leaving because I care about you. They're gonna say this. Wow, that's resilience. I bet you guys are not willing to do that. You're not willing to do that because it doesn't hurt enough. It's up to you. Your very life, dreams depends on it. Guys, can you guys give me the time? 1:23. 5 more minutes and we're done. Okay? How to get out of amateur status. This is important for us to finish. Desire to be great. You got to have the desire. If you don't have the desire to be great, you'll never get there. You will never get there. You will never get there. God of the universe, when he sees like you want that passion, he says he will give us the desires of your heart. Didn't I just say desire to be great? What does the Bible say? He will give you the desires of your heart. You have to decide first, not him. He's ready for you. He's ready to open the hand, but we're not doing it in ourselves. Dedication and willingness to learn the skills you need. You guys have the dedication because you came, right? How many other people are struggling out there with sales? If I'll be honest with you, in your own opinion, in New York Life, out of 100 people, how many of those 100 people you think they struggle with selling? Like truly? Like more than 50%? More than 50%. Think about that. What happens when they struggle with selling? They quit. That doesn't work. No, you don't work. It's the truth. You guys want to blame it on the industry. You got to blame it on the product. You got to blame it on the service. You want to blame it on my kids. You want to blame it on the time. Okay, you guys, how many of you guys feel that you just don't have enough time? I don't have enough time to be broke. I don't have enough time to be broke. Buy time. You want me to show you how to buy time? Get you some other salespeople to sell with you. You have a business. Go distributors. Get two people to sell for you. Start training them. Start bringing them. Now you do that, right? Stop making excuses for why you're not getting what you want. We all make excuses. Well, she was there. Well, they didn't answer. Well, they do that. If you don't mind me sharing this, but she told me, I said, hey, what's going on with this? And she's like, I talked to these people, I said, but they never answer me. I'm like, okay, and? Well, no. I'm like, no, pick up the phone and call them. Are you okay? Hey, you know what? I sent you be a stalker. People will always remember you by that. He's like, man, this person called me and got a missed call from me and said, they're going to be like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, well, I'm concerned because you haven't answered me. I'm concerned about you. When, do not ghost me because I'm going to go find you. I will find exactly where she works at and I will find out. They say, I just came here to, make sure you're okay. And like, what the heck is wrong? I bet you they'll always remember you. Yes, sir. Yeah, committed. I'm getting better right now at this. I'm getting better at this. For what? So that way I can be better for somebody else. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your life. You're doing it for a better life. Decide now to learn everything there is about becoming a professional. Stop being average. Being average and being a professional is just a decision away. Most of us haven't made that decision. You don't mind me? And I told her to stop saying that. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm a guy. I'm a girl. You're just making excuses in your mind. That's not true. That's something somebody told you and from the past, so it's coming up. Right? We as men, we like to be uplifted, right? Why does it say in the Bible talks about man love your woman, but it doesn't say woman love your man. It says respect your man. Because men like to be elevated. If a man is being thrown down and told him you suck, you this, you that, you this, dude, we put a wall on it. And it really happens a lot with people. So when you're doing that, be careful because you're doing it. Somebody told us this. Somebody told you you're too old. Somebody told you you're not enough. Somebody told you, and let me tell you, that's a bunch of BS, bologna sandwiches. And it's true. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. If you want to. Go ahead. Yes. Give me your name again. Angie. Sure. So going on sales is this, guys. Apple was very good at this. They lead with the why they do what they do, not what they do. People don't care what you do or how you do it. They care about why do you do what you do. The why and the how will come together. And actually, in the Bible, it talks about your why will give you room in your life, will open the life for you. It will open up the life or it will open up the opportunities for you if your why is strong enough. So the first thing you want to start about, why the heck are you here? I hope it wasn't because Geraldine or anybody told you. I actually just send invites and I'm going to continue to send invites and we're going to continue to be here every Friday. I'm going to continue to be here on Saturday because I know when I go, I'm going to say, I did everything I could to help that person. But think about this, and this could be something that speaks to you in your life. You actually think you're here because coincidence, because I just decided to be here. Maybe God's trying to tell you something, that you need to elevate who you are. Maybe you need to elevate who you really are, how you think of yourself. That you're not a professional. You may not be. You may be an amateur. There's nothing wrong with that. We all start as an amateur. I was an amateur husband. I'm still an amateur husband. I'm a damn good wife though. Yeah. Right, baby? I'd say it. Say I'm a good wife. I'm a good wife. I cook, I clean, or whatever. I'm not a good husband, but hey, I'll make it up somehow. Right? Choose your battles. Choose your battles. So I decided, to become the best I can in my life. And guess what? Why is it working for somebody like Geraldine and not working for you? Why is it working for somebody else and not working for you? It's not because they're any better. It's not because I'm any better. I'm not any better. I'm a human being just like you, Mark. The only difference between you and I is that I don't intake 60 grams of sugar a day. 77. I was looking at it. 77. She laughed. You're like, oh my God. So we do have a nurse here just in case he gets out. Okay? I know him, but I don't know him anymore. All right, guys. The great salespeople know their incomplete dependency on one thing, the ability to generate customers, make themselves known in the marketplace, the agreements from people, close sales, and reproduce these results over and over again. This is what the great salespeople know. This is what they know. You want to know what they know? Here it is. Who put this thing together? It wasn't me. I'm not that smart. Grant Cardone did. Why did he say that? Because this is what he does. Don't listen to me. I'm only six figures. Talk to him. He's at eight figures, $8.5 billion in just real estate. He's got 12 different public traded companies. 10x Health. Yeah, he went into the health industry. It's domination. Like he says, don't compete. I think when somebody says something about somebody, do not compete. Dominate. There's another nutrition club in the corner. So what? Dominate. There's another. So what? Dominate. Don't let them get over you. Competition. Dominate the market. How? Not be known. Make themselves known in the marketplace. This is probably one of the things you guys struggle with the most because you guys want to do it everything from social media. I get it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I even did it myself because Grant Cardone says, who knows you in the market? And to be honest with you, I have all my clients all over the United States. I got clients in Australia. I got clients in Canada. And I'm like, who knows me in San Antonio? When she started, yes, it took her to cry about the place that was messed up. I wasn't taking responsibility for it. So we went in here, we invested the money, and I'm going to say, I promise you, I'm going to dominate this market. Why? Because I said so, because I'm committed to. Because if I don't do it, another Grant Cardone coach is going to come over here. So if you guys are listening, sorry, it's taken. I'm going to dominate this market. I'm going to dominate this market in sales and marketing. Why? Because I'm going to serve everybody like they've never been served before. Why? Because now I'm not even looking for sales. I'm just looking to serve because I'm already good in income. But I know the more I serve, the more income comes in because I have somebody, the CEO of my company, who opens the doors for me every time I do this. Every time. It just so happens like every time I train, every time I serve more, I don't know why, I make more money. It's funny how life happens, right? The question is, are you committed? Are you serving? So make themselves known in the marketplace, get agreements from people, close sales. I don't know how to close. Don't worry about it. We're going to be going over that. We're going to be going over that. Role playing. Who's helping you sell? Nobody. Come here. I'm going to help you guys close more deals. Tell me what your problem is. I'm not a people person. I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert too. She actually tells me all the time, I'm an introvert. I don't believe why she says that because I don't think I am. I think she's an introvert. She tells me I'm an introvert. I'm like, maybe at home. Well, of course, because she's coming at me. I'm an introvert. I'm like, right? But if you consider yourself an introvert, what do? Make a decision to dominate. If who considers themselves an introvert? You an introvert, and you an introvert, okay? If somebody came to your face and slapped you in the face, what would you do? What would you say to them? What? Okay, and then what? What happened to the introvert? What happened to the introvert? No introvert anymore. You see that? It has to hurt bad enough for us to make that decision. And I'm telling you, it starts like this. You want to become an extrovert? Start talking to people. Start practicing that. Even if you don't like it, go into a networking event and go to everybody. Say, hey, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. 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 And then when you go around the corner and everything, it's just a practice. You're like, man, I am getting. What do you think they're gonna say? Hello, what's up? right? Whatever it takes. Got it? If you're willing to get your mindset right and learn what you need to know, welcome aboard to being a professional. Guys, there's a great shortage. For thousands of years, wealth has been amazing and riches have been accumulated by salespeople. Watch, go study those great salespeople. Grant Cardone, he's got the number one sales marketing university in the world today. You want to talk about sales? How did he become 8 figures in sales? Right? Those are some of the opportunities that still exist today, even now more than ever. Because guess what? A lot of people are leaving. Like you said, how many people leave from there? Guess what they're looking for? They're looking for more salespeople, professional salespeople. Because they'll grab anybody from the street and they try to mold them. But most of them can't even mold them because they don't want to be molded themselves because their mindset is wrong. And they can't get there. People still overwhelmingly want to buy from people, not machines. AI is taking over. I use AI a lot for nurturing and follow up and emails and text messages. I do own a marketing on an automation platform, a CRM, automation, sales, marketing funnels, websites, all that. I have that, right? But guess what? At the end of the day, people book a call with me and they still got to talk to me one-on-one. AI can take over, but guess what? Who sets up the AI? I do. So I got to tell the AI what to do. So AI is great, but it's not going to take over. You get still people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Are you knowledgeable? People know you, like you, and trust you? No, I'm just messaging people, and you get frustrated because you message all these people like nobody's saying yes. Of course, you're doing it. 250 people don't know you. They didn't see you laughing because right? Why is it funny? It's true. It is true. Like if I'm gonna message you right now, and I message you, I find you on Facebook, and I send you a message saying like, "Hey man, you're like, oh, who the heck are you? Like I don't even know you, right? So why not just say, "Hey man, how are you? I see you doing this and whatever. How are things going?" Right? Ask a question. Hey, if I could wave a magic wand in your business and fix that problem in your business, what would it be? Hey, between health, wealth, and relationships, which one do you struggle with the most? Wealth. Oh, guess what? Would you mind me showing you how we're helping people dominate that area in your life? You got to take it exactly. Like it's all about connections and relationships. Man, you don't even know what that one person you meet and you actually share information with them and you connect with them, they're going to elevate your business to the next level. Same thing like with Geraldine. She's been here how long? She's got the core girls that actually do it. The rest of them is just because they weren't committed to doing it, not because it doesn't work. And because it hurts too much. I'm an introvert. Dude, you're broke. That's what you got to think about. I'm broke. What do I do about being broke? I bet you if you just have to go beg, like people in the corner, we live here and we can see people out there. What happened to them? It's a mindset. It started they're mentally broken. And those are the things that I know I'm going to do this as a ministry. And in the ministry, guess what? I already committed to putting 10% of everything we do to help these people out. Nobody cares about them. Well, you're not caring about them. Why do you want people to care about you? Oh, because it's you, right? No, stop being selfish. All right, guys. This is, where they were going at. People still do a business with people, right? Like he threw out Carvana, right? No matter what, are you really going to drop $15,000 to $20,000 on a car without a real live person first? I actually was trying to buy one from Carvana, and I was like, it just doesn't work the same. I gotta go look at the car, sell the car. Plus, I want to negotiate. Every time somebody needs a car, they call me, right? Because I already know the numbers. I know the percentages. I know what they got to do, and I I Google everything, and I make sense. I'm like, but it's true. Like AI is not going to control. You're still in control of your business. The key to sales success lies in creative value. If you always create more value than what you paid, you'll always have a job. you can get paid what you want. I'm gonna stop here just because of the sake of time. But the reason this is, I'm gonna leave you guys with this, is because in sales, it's not about your product or services. We all have a product and services. It's how do you package that up to actually bring you a lot of value. Like people don't care about it. Go try to tell a 30-year-old, a 25-year-old insurance, see what they'll do. They'll laugh at you. They're like, I did it. I'm like, I'm not gonna die. Why you gonna put a hit on me or what? Because I'm not planning on dying today or tomorrow. I'm very healthy. They don't get it. It's not even about that. It's about the finances that they can leave or they can gain from doing that. But if you tell them, hey, how would you like to have a legacy where you leave $100,000 to your mom tomorrow? They're like, sure. How? Let me tell you. I didn't say anything about life insurance. I didn't say anything about that. It's how you lead into the conversation. So we are going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the framework, the sales framework, how to talk to people, how to do that. And then we're going to do it. So every Saturday, it's going to be, marketing is going to be Fridays. So if you want to have a business that you want to market, I'm going to tell you about branding, marketing, right? Going into the marketplace, how to dominate the market, right? How to create a funnel. A funnel doesn't have to be just a digital landing page and this and that, whatever. But a funnel is actually a step of process that you can get in front of people all the time. Like most of us don't even have a funnel. You just randomly talking to people. Boop, boop, boop. Great. How are you following up with them? Oh, I got a spreadsheet. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, wow. Still spreadsheets? And those are the things that we're going to talk about, how to market your business properly, right? But most importantly, guys, what we want to do here is for you guys to connect with one another and see how you can benefit one another. I know, I told him, so Melanie, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but you didn't show up, so I'm going to do an event with him. I will do business with people that show up. She could be my family, but she's not here, so what am I going to do? So we want to talk about finances, like health, wealth, and relationships. We're going to do a seminar here very soon that's going to be talking about health, wealth, and relationships. When I say seminar, it's going to be a 2-day seminar. So we're going to have lunch. We're going to have, I was going to say dinner, lunch and dinner. Dinner, I'm going to cook some Colombian food. I'm going to make some protein empanadas. But guys, I just want to say thank you. I hope you guys all have the workbook, right? Check out the workbook and the rest of the parts on it, because we're going to cover that next week. We're going to finish that up because the reason why I wanted to start with this as a soft kind of launch, kind of see what's working and what's not. I think I need to get a new camera, a very professional camera that we do everything very professional. So that way, guess what I'm doing? Since I'm going live in a couple of different places, the reason I'm doing it so that way people can hear how good you are. Are you going live and showing people that you really care about your product and services? You're probably not. How many people have went live this week? You went live. You went live. You went dead. I mean, you went live. You did not go live. Why not? Why don't you? You got free. Facebook is free. Like, why don't you guys go live on there and say, okay, then get on your camera. Get on your camera and say, watch this. Watch this. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. No, seriously, you got to talk yourself into it. What you just said, that is not true. That's just an excuse. If you want it bad enough, you will turn that freaking camera on. Be honest. If it was meant death or life, and I told you right now, I'll give you $10,000 if you show up in front of the camera right now and you say 3 minutes of what you do. You would do it. You would not do it for $10,000? What happened? What? Okay. Wait. I thought you said you were afraid of the camera. What made you say yes? It hurt bad enough, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen it, guys. It's all a mindset. It's really not. It's not even her. It's just subconsciously she's like, camera. I don't want people to see me. You want to be broke? Like, what do you prefer? Like, we gotta pick our battles. I'm afraid of a camera. I'd rather stay broke. Hell no. I don't care if I'm 75. My wife's going to have to put up with me because I'm going to be going live on Facebook with my little cane and say, I will still do. I want to show you how to sell people. Why not? I bet you I got a lot more old ladies watching me. My wife may not be watching me. She'd be deleting my videos, but I'm going to do it. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's really a decision, guys. And that's really why I wanted to start with that, because I wanted to know for you guys to understand what it's going to take for you guys to become a professional. If you don't know what sales is, it doesn't matter how much training you get. If you don't understand what is really going back, what I would do if I was sitting where you guys are at, I would take that workbook and I would go back to it and says, what really am I? And why, how do I get from being an amateur to being a professional? When you really see it for yourself, like you told me, you're like, I'm an introvert. Okay. What would it take for you to become maybe not an extrovert? You don't have to. I think I'm still maybe part. I don't know. I don't think I'm an introvert. But if I was, I would kind of figure out as what is it going to take for me to get there? Maybe being more into throw yourself in the fire, right? Like in a networking event. We're going to have networking events here. Like we're going to do a 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock is going to be a networking event for 30 minutes. At 1 o'clock, we're going to jump on. And in 30 minutes, Q&A. So if anybody wants to stay and do Q&A, you're more than welcome to. If you're not, you guys are more welcome to go home, study that, come back next Saturday. We're going to go to school to become professionals and to do everything that we're supposed to be doing. What's your, like what she said, what is your why? If your why is not strong enough, the rest of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I'm telling you because you don't care. If you're here just because you wanted to tickle your ear, there you go. You got your tickle. Seriously. But if you really want to do it, hear it. Don't even hear it from me. Hear it from this guy who's $8.5 billion. I went, I did it. I committed. Geraldine has committed. I think at the end of the day, go check your bank account and figure out, are you amateur or professional? If your business is not creating that income, what is it going to take for you to go there? So please, next time, if you guys come back, invite somebody. Thank you for bringing him. Maybe we can impact him in that area, right? Whatever area it takes for him to do that, because we got to do this together, guys. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about you, Mark. It's about all of us together. We're going to have a lot of people here that you can network with, so that way you can show them exactly what you do, your product. So that way 30 minutes is going to be networking. This is where you got the time to network with one another and create relationships. So that way we can buy life insurance from you. We can buy, I can have my protein shake. I have my real replacement, because I'm telling you guys that you, as a business owner, you got to stay healthy. Otherwise, you're going to blame it. I'm too sick. Oh, yeah, of course, you're eating papa all the time. What do you expect? Where's your protein at? Like, we're going to be talking about that. Like, seriously, that's very important to an entrepreneur. You can't show up right if you're not healthy. This is what you guys are wellness coaches. That's how I would show up. I would show up, say, "Hi, how you feeling? Hey, think about this. You walk into a networking event, you're like, how are you guys feeling today?" They're like, "I'm better than you." And then you're going to tell me, to be healthy? Hell no. Right? You got to show up like with energy and say, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here. Anybody want to feel like I feel today?" What would people do? Like, what the heck is he taking? Yes or no? Wouldn't you not? Would you not? Okay, I dare you to go do that. I dare you to go do that. Why not? What are they going to tell you? They'll remember you more than they remember the whole entire crowd. Promise you that. When I was like, I wasn't over there talking to everybody. I was talking about there was some donuts over there. I'm like, I have half of this. I'm like, hey, man, how much sugar in this stuff? And I was asking everybody, hey, how much sugar in this stuff? And Gina was like, Javi, just eat the freaking thing. I'm like, no, Gina, you eat it. And I was making sure that everybody heard me, right? So that way you always got to be like, get outside the box. Don't be scared to talking to people. They're human beings just like you. Watch what happens when you start doing that. You're like, man, it wasn't too bad. 10 years later, look, man, I got the most amazing woman in San Antonio. What's up? It works. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you guys register, you will get the notification for next week. And I'm also going to put like what we're going to cover. Okay. So I'm going to be very intentional about covering different areas where you guys struggle. So I'm also going to send you guys a survey. It's like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Because that way I don't come over here, blah, 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 blah. I want to make sure that I help you guys in the area where you're at. Question for you. If I was to ask you this question, in what area of yourself do you think you struggle with the most? And I know you're good because I see your commitment level and everything. So your commitment is there. But I'm sure you, because you want to elevate, that's why you're here. Like, what is that one thing that if I could wave the magic wand and fix in that part, what would it be? Searching for the right clients. we're going to do a training on that because that knowing your audience is super huge. You have to know. Don't go around anyway. Hey, you want protein shake? You want protein shake? You want protein? You have, ask the question. So that's the fact finding that we're going to talk about. When you talk about fact finding, it really helps you to analyze it all day your customer before you even say one word. Like I just did with a 25-year-old. People think you can't sell insurance, life insurance to a 25-year-old. Watch me. Watch me. If I get paid double, I'll go work for New York Life. I pay me $200K a year, and I'll go sell. And I don't want commissions. Give me $200K, and then I'll go work. That's the way I work now. I'm like, are you gonna pick up? I don't want to get paid commission. You pay me first, and then I'll go work. That's how I am with all my clients. Pay me first, then I go to work. Why? Because I have confidence that I know I can do it. I can sell 25-year-olds all the time, like I did. I wouldn't want to go after life insurance and financial. What do? I save people's lives. What do you mean? Simple. Show me your income, and I'll show you exactly how I can fix it. People be like, "What? You're 25, right? Do you want a 6 and 7 figure income? Yes or no? Simple. Yes or no? What do you think they're gonna say? 25-year-old. Yes. Okay. You have 45 minutes. No. And you want 6 figures and 7 figures, but you don't have 45 minutes? Thank you. We'll talk later. Simple. Throw them like that, and I bet you they'll come back. Hey, why'd you say, come here? Why'd you say that? I ain't got time for people that think like that. It's time to go, and that's the reason why we're getting the wrong clients because you're so afraid, and you're like, oh man, what if they say or they say or not say about me? What if they do? So what? Separate. That's what you're talking about. Separating and finding your right client, your right clientele. Okay. So we'll continue to work on that. I can sit here for hours, guys, and go over sales and everything, but I know, it's Saturday, so go enjoy your families. Please go take this content and don't just watch it. Don't just be hearers of hold on, that's the Bible. But don't be hearers of the word only, of this word only. Go implement it. Watch what happens to your business. Please, I beg you. Look. I beg you. Go implement it. Watch what happens. It's magic. It's magic. You want to know magic? Magic is the action, not the content. The magic is what you got from here today. Go implement it and see what happens. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to fill this room up. We're going to have a lot of events here. So go enjoy the world. Thank you guys for coming out. I am done. Oh, I forgot I have people on Facebook. Hey guys, Rena, thank you for joining. Asar, Raul, thank you guys. I will send you guys the recording on this as well. Have an amazing rest of the day. God bless and ciao for now.